Welcome to Nate's Care Garage. These stupid lights haven't fit right since I put them on. We're going to fix that today. Stand by. I put these in a while ago. You saw the video where I put them in. And there's a big old gap right here. And I've looked at the other trucks around and everything, and this gap's not supposed to be here. This is supposed to be up here. It's supposed to meet there just nice and neat, but it doesn't. And I don't know why, but we're going to figure it out. And that's how this whole mess started before it ballooned out of control. Stand by for real now. First thing I got to do is take the grill off. And that's pretty easy. It's just Phillips screws. I mean, thank God that they did something right. Sort of. 1, 2, and there's one missing here. So that would be 3 and 4 across the top. If you actually attached your grill right, there'd be another one right here. But one of these days I'll put them all back on it. So I don't lose these, I'm just going to stick them back in here. Right there. There. And right there. So that'll have them. I'll know where they are now when I go back to do it. You know how I lose stuff. These little things here just pop out. Look, they just slide on there. Actually, they were completely missing off the truck, and I happened to see them on another truck in the junkyard, and I thought, well, let me snatch them. So I have everything. And that goes like that. I think it helps the air to not come up here, but to go through the grill. I'm going to pop out these headlights. I hope this isn't too much trouble. This is 8 millimeter bolts right there. I mean, I don't know what the bolts are, but the socket you need is 8 millimeter. Those out of there. Let me get my handy dandy little magnet tray before I lose these. Magnet tray, bolts. That way I don't lose them. There's another bolt way down in here. It's right in here. It's not tight, so I should be able to get it off pretty easily, hopefully. Let's see, it's a coming. It's a little tricky to get that sucker on there. There's some rust and it's gotten tight now. I'm gonna have to get, I think I got it. It looks like it's 10. I was able to get the socket on there. That should help me keep from losing the damn bolt. So instead I lost the bolt in the socket. There's the socket. There's the bolt. So, did okay. Put that in a handy dandy tray. Now let's see. All right, let's lift out of here now. I'm not doing anything over here that you really need to see. I'm just unplugging light sockets, that's all. They're not the greatest. And another one right here. 3 light sockets, and now we got the whole thing out. I need to paint this, so I should paint it now. See how yellow this is? This thing's terrible. I don't know why it yellowed so fast. This didn't, but this did. Now that we're in here, how do I get this thing out? All right. So I'm gonna leave this connected. Once you get them headlights off, got a couple 10 millimeter bolts over here and 2 more on the other side. And this thing will just lift right out of there. This is the header board that holds your headlights and stuff. I'm going to unplug the headlights. Make sure all my wires are out here. Seem to be. And we got this out. This isn't the problem. How far this sets back is the problem. I'm nearly positive this is the problem, the header board. I'm not sure why it's like it is, but we're going to see. Get rid of this. All right, well, this header board has clearly been pretty well busted up. If you look here, let's see what I could show you. See, this is all banged up here. It looks like it's been beat on with a hammer. Of course, it's got rust problems. Come over here, we got the same thing. Where they got rust here, it's got to be fixed. And this is angled in. And I think that should be out and straight. That won't change this. But I think that, I don't know if this header board is connected with these or not. I'm going to see if that comes out. If not, then I'm going to have to take this off to get the whole header board off. Because it's this part here, it's got to be what's wrong, where the fender's attached. So I'm still unsure. Day 2. Welcome to Snowball Garage. I swear I'm going to change the name. Well, imagine this. I mean, because it never happens. You know, you've never seen it happen to me. A job snowballed again. I did lose my temper a little bit on the water pump. Kind of worked it over. So let's show you what happened between me starting this stupid thing and where we are today. Of course, it's winter. The sun never shines. It's starting to turn cold again. It wants to rain. And there's not enough hours of daylight to do what I need to do. So yesterday we started with this gap. We had a 1/4 inch gap right there. And the idea was that we were going to figure out how to fix that 1/4 inch gap. Well, then we found that the radiator core support, no surprise, is rusted out. It's bent some kind of way here. It's been banged on like crazy here. So we do that. So I decided I'm going to take out the core support. I have to cut bolts off because, you know, they're rusty. And okay, so then we get into taking the core support out. Get all this stuff here. This is loose here. So now all I need to do is I got to get the radiator out and all. I didn't want to take the radiator. I'm just going to set it back, get the core support out so I could work on it. Not a lot of room back there, so I needed to take the fan off. And this stupid thing here turned into hell. So I couldn't get this apart. This is screwed on. This is just, I don't know what's wrong with Ford. Okay, you see this here? That is actually screwed on to the water pump, okay? With that huge ass bolt. So I checked. There's a special service tool to be able to take this off of here. Ford, it's a water pump. Why do I need a special tool, service tool, to change a water pump? Come on, Ford. Anyway, so then pull the radiator. Pull the radiator, come to find out it's clogged up. It's all get out again, just like it was before. The petcock won't drain. So I got to get that. I don't know how much junk's in that stupid motor. So I got to get that off. I fight it. Finally figure out what's going on. It's just ruined because I pounded the hell out of it. I get it off. And I don't know. That's where we stand. I still got to get this stupid core support off. And I need to do welding on it and fix it. And it's starting to rain, of course. Why wouldn't it? Anyway, let's see if I can get it off now that it's raining. I still have to get this one off here. I got the other one off. This one here, no. So I sprayed it down good. It's soaked overnight, and it doesn't seem to have done any good. It moved a little bit. Let's move it back. That way, move it back. Trying not to snap these bolts. I've had to cut enough damn bolts off of this stupid thing. Got enough that have snapped. All right, it's just 3 bolts there. Let me pull this off. It plugs in back under here. I'll show you when I go to put it back together. See, there's the plug. And here's the thing that hangs up front. Okay, these are a mystery to most people. They were to me. I couldn't find an answer on it. So when I pulled the other one off, there's 2 of them on the front. I went over to my neighbor Bob and I said, he's a parts guy for Ford, has been for a long time. I said, what the heck is this, Bob? He looked up the number. This is your impact sensor. And there's two of them up front. This is what tells the airbag to blow off. So that's what these are, if you're wondering. I'm going to hit these holes and the bolts. And I'm putting bolts back in. That way I'll know where they are. Plus they can sit in there and maybe clean those holes up a little bit. And there are two bolts. One right here. And another one right here. And when I take them out, then it should fall back, I hope. Okay, I gotta put the camera up because it's raining too hard. All right, camera's up on the porch underneath the eaves so that it won't get wet. I'm in the rain. I could put the thing up. I don't feel like putting the tent up. I just want to see if I can get this thing out of here. Okay. I was able to get the air conditioning condenser back away from the core support. I don't know what else is holding it on other than the bottom bolts, but it feels like there's more. Let's get the bottom bolts. Not sure what they are. Hoping I can get them off the impact. It's raining, it's cold. I got basically nothing done. It's Sunday. And tomorrow I got to go back to my day job, my regular 9 to 5 that I hate. And so it won't be till next Saturday till I can do anything with this. God only knows that it'll probably be snowing next Saturday. Well, see you next Saturday. It'll be tomorrow. It'll be right away for you, but yeah. I don't know what. You see the mess. So, like, welcome to Snowball Garage. I mean, imagine this, a project actually snowballed on me. Oh my God. So, we got this whole mess here. This thing went crazy. This thing here, the water pump, wow. So, unfortunately, I don't have video of my destroying that thing and everything that happened there, but you'll see what all it is as we do it in reverse. I'm not quite apart. You see that stupid core support is still in that truck. I'm gonna get that out there today. I don't know how much more I'm gonna do today because it's freezing cold out here. All right, so if you can see down here, I'm gonna show you something I find interesting here. Right here is a bolt. Trying to get a light that you can see here. Okay, now, right here is the bolt. Okay, that goes through to right here. And there's another one on the bottom. There's a nut on top and a bolt on the bottom. Okay, here's where the bolt's on the bottom. And let's see. And see if you can see down here. I could probably show this down this way a little bit there. Now, check it out down there. Yeah. Check it out down there. Yeah, right there. There should be a bolt and a nut. There's not. This old truck's a trip. So I'm going to cut that bottom one off, see if we can't get this whole thing out of here. So I had to get the cutoff wheel and cut those bolts right off the bottom of this darn thing because they just wouldn't come out. Ah! Well, how about that? All right, let's see. I can't pull this out of here. There, that's one for this side. I'm going to look at these closely, because I don't know if this is, you know, it don't look bent. But at any rate, I'm going to put it right there. Should be out of the way. Yep. Check this side. Pull that out of there. Just going to get out of the way because it's got the horns hooked to it, which is something we'll look at. What I don't know is if they're any good or not. Well, we'll find out. We'll rewire everything up. Yeah, this was all about taking up a 1/2 inch gap on either side. That's all it was about. Gently. Over there. Way. All right, something else. What is it? Hold on. It's this stupid wiring harness hooked on this thing that I pulled out. There's that. And we get the whole dang thing out just like that. All right, now we can actually see what we got. This one I have to rebuild. I've seen on YouTube, I've seen a whole lot worse. So what we're going to do is rebuild this one. Yep. All right, hang on. Now we got this mess off. We got to do a little maintenance. Got to pull this off here. Okay, that is a clip-on J-clip. Got a little bit to do with this rusty ass truck. Anybody out there got one of these OBS, you know that you wind up cutting more damn bolts off than anything. I don't really want to cut them off. A smarter man be in here with a damn ratchet. Oh, and I don't know, maybe a pair of vice grips, duh. If they work, or freaking Pittsburgh. It's Harbor Freight, I get it, but they make the worst vice grips. I don't know who makes them for them, but yeah, they're garbage. Let's see if we can't get them to hold a little bit. Let's try to hold these like this, like that. There. There we go. Well, these J-clips will really give you a fit because they snap so easy. All right, we got that out of there. Got this piece that goes behind it. There's what I'll do. For the time being, put it back here. Just so that stays in there. That way I know where it goes. So that when I put this bracket on, it'll be right. And this goes back to the truck. First thing I did, I got to get this plate off of here. It's yet another day between the weather and the job and whatever. This has been a bear. So what I did was I got these are spot weld cutters. So they cut a flat line in there and cut your spot weld. You can do it, you can drill it out with drill bit if you want, but I hate drilling and I never have a sharp drill bit anyway. So I know these things cut like crazy. I used them on the 65. All right, put that bad boy in there. All right, let's see. I got some of them started. You see how it just cuts it? Let's see. I'm really only trying to drill through one side. Whoa! Hey! Come on, you. Stay on there. Don't know if I'm through or not. I don't think I am. My wind don't seem to be enough as hard, as much of a blowhard as I am. But all right, now I can see what I'm doing. Let's see what we got here. I don't know if that's through or not. Let me get a couple other ones and we'll see what we got. The idea is just do one side. Without popping through the other. Seemed to be through that one. And then that one. Maybe not so much on that one. That one's out. Ah, there's another one here. All right. Let me see if I can drill a smaller hole for this pilot. This pilot will go in the hole. Hope this is sharp enough. Yeah, tip of going on my bits. I'll drill through butter. This one's slightly larger. That seems to be the last one. Just doesn't want to let loose. Oh, dang well, it's the last one. Yep. Oh. Wait. What? Seemed like there was a weld there. Straighten that out. Now this piece will go back on here when we're done to support it again. But for now, I'll put this away. I'll clean all this up and we're going to paint behind it. That's for damn sure. I'll worry about grinding stuff down a little bit because I'm going to have to grind all these down to put it back on. I'm going to leave this one and this one, and that way I'll be able to line it up. Because this one's good, we're not going to have to cut into this. We're going to have to cut into all of this. All right. Cut-off wheel. Now I got to do some cleaning up so I find exactly what I got to cut out of here. Let's see, I got the flapper doodle on here. This one's going to come off with that, so I don't worry about it. Let's see. I'm going to do one more little welding on this than what I normally would, because this is the biggest piece I have and I need it to be a little bit longer, but it's just for a little flap goes over the other side, which isn't a big deal. We'll just weld a piece on there. But this is going to go from here around here, and we're going to make this whole thing here. Now, I learned from watching Fitzy's Fabrication, when you're doing rust repair, you basically work from the outside in and then the inside out. So first thing we're going to do is we're make this. I'm not going to cut this out until I've got this piece made, because this is my template and shows me just how it's supposed to be in here. And I also got the other side to look at. So then once I get that piece done, we'll cut this out, and then we'll be into the rest of the rust repair, which is on the inside. Now let's see what we want to do here. We're making this outside piece, which has to come up to at least here. So right there, so I can weld it on that end. Put it right here. When I bend it over, it comes over this way. So let's see. I don't cut that all the way off. No. Right about here. Right about there. Okay, let's see. That means the other piece has to come. Yeah. Come down there. I'm going to come out this way. All right. Well, with the rule of thumb that it's easier to cut more off than it is put more on. I mean, you can put it back on, but it's easier to cut more off. Come over here. And we're going to put this in my brake. I know, it looks a lot like a vise. Yeah, it looks good. Before I start breaking it, make sure I got it right. This is the bottom. So it has to come this way. Yep. And that's broke. Sort of. Accomplished what I wanted. Now, let's see. Just going to go in here. Right there. All right, so I'm going to cut this in a little bit here because this part's going to bend. It is day, I don't even have a clue. I kind of sprayed everything with some kind of rust proofing because I knew it was going to rain. Those of you, some of you know, some of you don't. I have a full-time job. I have Saturday and Sunday to work on this mess. In the wintertime is a bear because it gets dark early, it's cold. It's cold today. It's in the 30s. It's supposed to get into the 40s, but right now it's still in the 30s. So it's Saturday and I'm working. So even though it's cold, because if tomorrow winds up being a bust if it rains or something, then I can't do anything. So I got to work in the cold. Sorry it's taking so long to get this thing out, but it's the way it is. So I got to clean these up because now I'm ready to weld. But I got to get all that rust proofing stuff off because we don't want to try to weld through that. It'll give us a bad thing. Give us a bad weld. So this one support piece inside of here is a thicker metal than the rest of it. The rest of it is regular, metal that I'm using. This, I think it's 18 gauge stuff, but the support is thicker. And I was like, oh man, I've got to get some metal. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, the bumper. I grabbed that piece of that chrome I cut out of the bumper, and sure enough, it's the right thickness to fix that metal part. Of course, I had to grind the chrome all off of it because it doesn't weld real well to chrome. That's ready to weld in. I got to clean this up. Then we're going to turn off the compressor because the compressor comes on the same time that the welder's on. It'll blow the circuit. So I welded all the pieces up inside and out. And, I'm not going to show you all that. It might be a little boring. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that when I get on to the little car, because that one's got some big rust repair I need to do around the windshield. And it'd be a good one to show you how to do it. If I showed you every step of this thing, it would be really boring. I worked for a good 6 hours on this yesterday before the sun went down. And I got it partially done. I got to put this on yet. So let me show you what I got. So what we have here is I put this piece in. Yes, it's ugly, but I could grind it down and make it look like it's supposed to be that way, but I'm not going to because this is all extra strength. Now the black that's on there, that's POR 15. Okay, it's this stuff right here. All right. I have friends who do classic car restoration. That's what they do, and they have cars come in from all over the country to their shop to do it. And I was visiting their shop and was asking them about the POR 15 because I saw it, and they told me they had at one time a little problem with rust, and since they started using POR 15 that they don't. This stuff here is really hard. I mean, it almost feels like metal, and it's just painted on, but that'll seal that up completely. But now I got to finish this. That is this piece here, which is going to go here. Now I got to do some working on it, and I got to do I will have to do some grinding, but yep, we'll get that in there. All right, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this here. And I painted that side because this is the side that's going to be welded. And I won't have to do some grinding, but this is going to go right here. So let's see. Gonna have to bend this bottom. It's gonna have to come in, definitely. But I think I want to weld it here first before I start pounding on that, maybe even over here. If I get this thing welded in place, then I should be able to work on the rest of it and do it up like it should be. That's what I believe. All right, now for spot welds, a lot of people like to use weld through primer. I've had bad luck trying to weld through primer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one of Fitzy's little tools. And we're gonna take this is the same size as the spot weld holes right there. There is it. Hang on. Same size as the other ones I cut. Yep. See, so I go right through there. And I'm gonna cut this off flat. Don't worry, it's this old horrible freight drill bit. You know. Get rid of that. Wrong way. Pop it in there. Now what I can do is this. That one's really close. Yeah, it is. But it's okay. We'll still do it. Now I got metal down there to weld to. That one up. So I thought I was done welding. Forgot all about this piece. Goes right there, or right there, right there, right here. It goes on here some dang where. Right there. Now I left that one and another one here, so I know exactly where it went. This thing is, I think it got bent coming off. Yeah, it did. Let me straighten this. All right, let's see. Things aren't going to fit exactly like they did. They're going to be a little off. Okay, so this is going to require me to grind this down. Yep, sure is. No question about it. Okay. Yeah, let's see. All right. Right there. All right, you just paint the stuff on. This stuff's expensive. This little bitty can was 70 bucks with tax. Which is crazy, but it's the best stuff around. I'm probably not going to do this whole thing. So I'm going to do the parts that generally become a problem. Make sure they're done. There. Yeah, put a little up here. Just not really worrying about it that much. Remember the $75 can of paint? Keep watching. Yeah. Here. Ah, damn it, really? $70 worth gone. Oh, come on, man. Gotta be a way for me to get this in here. Damn it. At this point, there are other words that aren't supposed to be on YouTube, so we're just going to voice over it. Yeah, $70 for that can of paint. By the time I got as much as I saved, I spilled about $50 worth of paint, POR 15, all over the toolbox, all over the tools, all over the driveway. It'll never come off the driveway. I got most of it off the toolbox and most of it off the tools, but it ain't coming off that driveway. So I finished painting the thing, and I put it away. I didn't think to take a video, show you what it looks like. So next video you'll see what it looks like, because we'll be ready to put this thing in. It's finally done. Oy vey. See ya.